Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm going to slack off the December dance readings because now I'm going to offer one at a time a peek into 2017 for each individual sign. So it's a long haul, and what's going to happen for me in December, I'm planning to go back to see my family. I'm going to put these out, the 2009 peaks, and then the January readings towards sometime towards the end of the month or the beginning of January. So there'll be a time where there'll be Christelle silent. And so now I'm going to start these these 2017 peaks. Just a word of how they'll be working. I'm going to be using the Lenormand cards with a mini grand tableau that I have invented with different houses that mean different things, and the way I read that will be gleaning certain things, and I don't want to get too technical on you, and it'll take me half an hour just to explain what I'm doing, but I'll get into the reading and give you the readings, showing you the cards first of all. On to the readings. Bye bye. Hi Capricorn, this is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with a peek into 2017 for you. I'd like to see what the Lenormand cards have to say, any messages that they have to give you by way of what will occur to you in 2017 for Capricorn. 2017 Capricorn. 2017 Capricorn. That is so cute. We tarot readers and card readers, the most horrible thing that could happen is when you lose a card, of a beautiful deck that you want. And so I usually try to get the same deck, and this is a Lenormand deck, an old Lenormand deck. And in the new, because I lost so many cards in one deck, then I got another deck, same deck, and then I lost so many. I lost one. I realized every now and then I count my cards, and I lost number 25, and it was the ring. So I'm giving you and prefacing this just to tell you that it really did want to come out. So you can tell that this is really the edges. It's older than the other cards, and on the back it's a little yellowish compared to the others. So if I'm mixing, I could see if when the cards are overturned that this is the ring, and I purposely go over and over and mix and cut and mix and cut, and when I was cutting the second time I saw this was on top, but I purposely covered it, and then I opened again and it came out on top. So Capricorn, this is the first card, the ring, the clover, the female, the woman. Here too, this is the third reading where there's a female and a male. The tower, mice, book, moon, fox, anchor, child, every now and then my computer shuts off, sorry. After the child, there is the man, there is the key, there's the cross, the mountain, the scythe, and the house. Okay, so let me start by saying that which emerges so strongly. First of all, this is only the third, and I'm almost done, the third reading where a male and a female come together in a reading, both the cards. This is a mini grand tableau, which means that there are several cards. Not all of the deck is overturned, so the likelihood of a male and a female typically representing a couple, this is like gender or it doesn't matter, are quite slim, those chances. But what is interesting is that they are separated by the card of love, the moon. And let me go right to the cut to the chase. What is the challenge for 2017? Sit down, relax. I have to say it because the challenge is so straightforward that it's going. You're prepare. Please prepare. All right. I have here the key, and the key is in the house of problems. And the problems, it's the mice the mice house. Okay. So the position is the issues that will be nuisances for you during the year 2017. What is that issue? What area of life? We have fox, anchor, and the mice in the house of the fox. 3 work cards, negative sign. You're not going to be making as much money as you want. The commissions won't be coming in. You're going to start thinking, my God, I've made a terrible decision. You may not find a job during. So there will be, buckle up. Okay, now I'm not a happily ever after reader. You can, give me thumbs down if you want, but this is what I'm seeing, and it's very, very strong message. So this is what we're here for, to give you guidance. But be that as that may, we've got a couple here full of love, and especially for the woman, she's going to feel like she, or the female role, as if this is the beginning of her new life. It's going to be a marriage. There is a lot of indication that it's going to be taken to a legal jump there, a bond. The ring especially is in the house, the first house, which is a transformative nature, the coffin, and it is the beginning. It's the end of being alone and the beginning of being in a partnership. Especially the idea of surprises. We have for 2017, we have a bouquet. In the house of the bouquets is the clover. It's a very fast-moving card. It's going to happen before you even know it, this pairing up. So be ready for that as well. And just try to make, scrimp and save if this is the case, or take out a loan. There's going to be difficulty in the livelihood, in the financial department. Now, there's something hidden. And what is hidden from you the year 2017? Is something that you're not meant to know. Okay, that's the only thing I can say to you. I hope the runes will bring up more information. But there is something that is hidden that you're not meant to know. Also, your male side, the animus side, is something that tends to flare up quite often during the year 2017. You might want to keep that in check. And also, what this position means to me is that all of a sudden there was someone in your life who you cared for very much. They're going to be ushered out because another person is coming in. Also, the female influence, the anima influence in your life, and the way that plays out here is you will take pride in fixing your home and being in a new home, and knowing what the idea of home means. You would, even if you were a woman or even a male, you're thinking along these terms, something very odd for a Capricorn. I would give anything. I would stay home, iron, darn socks, do the washing, never go out again, if only I could help my partner do what he or she has to do. But I'm going to put my biggest, my biggest claim, my greatest, the Capricorn is a worker. Capricorn is a sturdy, feet on the ground person. And when they want to do something like that, they are definitely in love. The home is going to be very important for you, Capricorn, in the year 2017. Now, there are major themes. One of the themes is the public life, what public means to you, what the public means to you. You're going to get a sense of security by being in the public. You're going to want to be close to people. You're going to probably even be, start becoming a representative for some kind of an association, being out there, representing people, speaking for other people. A lot of you may be doing that. I'm seeing here obstacles that, again, here too, and it's uniting with the other hidden element of your year. you are not meant to know of certain elements. And what I see most of all is the sense of security that is being hidden from you. Where am I? Even though you go through the year, because of this relationship, as very, very like a Pollyanna type, it'll be all right. I'll just, fall on my feet. Cat with 9 lives, this is what you're thinking. And it does happen that way. It seems that it does happen that way. It seems that there for you, Capricorn, is a new way of facing challenges and facing obstacles, because when you pair up, there is nothing so great a challenge that you won't be able to face. Beware also, there is matters of communication, the way you interact with others, especially with matters concerning your work, need to be taken care of very, very minutely. Running theme through the year is the surprise of meeting a new person, which is going to happen very quickly, and wanting to go live together. That's going to happen quite quickly. Also, the idea of taking it to the altar, taking it one step up, giving that ring, popping the question, that is going to be really an important theme for you the entire year 2017, Capricorn. I'm going to cast the runes and see what they have to add. Okay, now. Yeah, there's a Capricorn, friends. There is that animus side to you, the male side to you, that makes you want to just end it with someone, and you just have to say, it's like out of sight, out of mind. If you put someone completely out of your life, you will not see them anymore. You change your channels, and every day you go to a different place, and that will help you get rid of that person that no longer serves you in your current day, Capricorn. That's going to be important for you as well. But this person who you meet, this person who comes into your life, is so relevant, so comes in with a bang, comes in with such strength. There's such a strong nature, personality, that you're almost put off in the beginning, and you just don't want to talk to them. You turn a cold shoulder, and this is the way you go about your things. You try to snub it off. No, this is not happening to me. All of a sudden, why should it happen to me now? But beginning, it does begin. It does Bjork on Bjork Brightstave at the beginning, right over the child. It does happen that way. And Hagalas here is telling me that this is, before you ruin anything, Capricorn, please go in and think long and hard at what this person could mean for you potentially. Even if they rub you the wrong way initially, please take the time to cover all your bases and think of that before you say no. I also have here over the fox, Yara, and it's in the house of the stork, which talks to me in time that if you can go over this critical period, if you can get over the critical period where everything doesn't seem to work for you on the job, at your livelihood, because in time that's going to gel as well. That's going to work out well as well. Just keep the faith there. The bouquet surprises Gifu. Right over the surprise element of the year, you're going to be showered with gifts, Capricorn. And even though I see the 4 elements that talk of difficulties, hardships on the job, I ultimately have Fehu, which is abundance. And it's mirroring the rune of Yera. If you can see those two, they almost, this looks like a Fehu mixed in, like a, they seem similar in many respects. It's sort of the universe testing you, putting you on a test. Okay, you've got love. Now let's see how you deal with work. That's going to be hardship. So now what? But it's a test. Remember, the runes, what can I say? Gifu's right over the bouquet. The surprises. It's beautiful. And what is work? Work is a way for you to define your status in this third dimensional world, which means how I pay my bills, how I do this, how I do that, what kind of car do I get. But the status part of it, the idea of status, will be revisited by you, the 2017, because of the new emotional situation. It will have a different meaning for you in the end, Capricorn. I do hope this was of help to you, and I wish you a happy new year. Go out and have a bang. Go have and welcome the new year in with a bang. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, Capricorn friends. Bye bye.